Delving into decisive battles, Gettysburg and Vicksburg in the American Civil War. The American Civil War, fought from 1861 to 1865, was a defining conflict in United States history. It pitted the Union states of the North against the secessionist Confederate states of the South. Rooted in deep-seated issues like slavery and states' rights, the war reshaped the nation's future. Key battles punctuated the American Civil War, each contributing to the eventual outcome. From the initial clash at Fort Sumter to the bloody fields of Antietam and beyond, these encounters tested the resolve and strategies of both sides. Their outcomes influenced military tactics and political decisions throughout the conflict. Major turning points in the Civil War, such as the Emancipation Proclamation and pivotal battles, shifted momentum between the Union and the Confederacy. These moments altered public perception, military strategy, and political landscapes, highlighting the war's complexity. Understanding these shifts is crucial to comprehending the war's progression and ultimate resolution. The Battle of Gettysburg, fought from July 1st to July 3rd, 1863, stands as a central event in the Civil War. Located in Pennsylvania, this clash became a symbol of the Union's resilience and the Confederacy's overreach. Its outcome significantly influenced the war's direction and has been widely studied and remembered. Leading up to Gettysburg, both the Union and Confederate armies maneuvered for advantage. General Robert E. Lee's Army of Northern Virginia sought to bring the fight to northern soil, hoping for a decisive victory. Union forces under General George Meade prepared to meet this threat, setting the stage for a monumental battle. The Battle of Gettysburg featured prominent leaders whose decisions shaped its outcome. Confederate General Robert E. Lee, known for his audacity, commanded the Army of Northern Virginia. Opposing him was Union General George Meade, recently appointed to lead the Army of the Potomac. Their contrasting strategies set the stage for this pivotal clash. On the first day of battle, initial skirmishes erupted west of Gettysburg. Confederate forces engaged Union cavalry, with both sides quickly calling for reinforcements. As the day progressed, the Confederates pushed Union troops through the town, forcing them to regroup on Cemetery Hill, establishing key positions for the following days. The second day saw fierce fighting as both armies sought to secure advantageous ground. Notable clashes occurred at locations like Little Round Top and Devil's Den. Union troops tenaciously defended their positions, while Confederate forces launched aggressive assaults, resulting in strategic gains and heavy casualties on both sides. The third day is remembered for Pickett's Charge, a bold Confederate offensive. General Lee ordered an attack on the Union center at Cemetery Ridge. Despite initial advances, Confederate troops faced devastating artillery and rifle fire. The attack faltered, leading to significant Confederate losses and marking a turning point in the battle. The Battle of Gettysburg resulted in staggering casualties for both sides. Over 3 days, approximately 51,000 soldiers were killed, wounded, or missing. The Union Army suffered around 23,000 casualties, while the Confederates endured about 28,000. This immense loss of life underscored the battle's intensity and its profound impact on the war. The Battle of Gettysburg's aftermath brought immediate consequences for both Union and Confederate forces. The Confederacy suffered significant losses, weakening their military strength and morale. Union forces, on the other hand, gained a crucial boost in confidence and momentum, shifting the war's tide in favor of the North. The significance of Gettysburg in the Civil War cannot be overstated. It marked a turning point where the Union forces began to dominate, diminishing the Confederacy's hopes for independence. The battle's outcome also bolstered Northern public opinion and political support for continuing the war effort. The Siege of Vicksburg was a pivotal moment in the Civil War. The Union aimed to gain control of the Mississippi River, effectively splitting the Confederacy in two. Vicksburg's strategic location made it a critical target, drawing significant military attention from both sides. Leading up to the Siege of Vicksburg, strategic importance was evident. Control of the Mississippi River would disrupt Confederate supply lines and hinder their ability to communicate and coordinate. The Union's focus on Vicksburg highlighted the city's crucial role in the broader war strategy. Key figures at Vicksburg included Union General Ulysses S. Grant and Confederate General John C. Pemberton. Grant's leadership and determination were instrumental in the Union's efforts, while Pemberton's defense strategies aimed to protect the city. Their decisions and actions significantly influenced the siege's outcome. The Siege of Vicksburg began with Union General Ulysses S. Grant's strategic maneuvers designed to isolate and encircle the city. Utilizing a combination of naval and land forces, Grant aimed to cut off supplies and reinforcements, creating a stranglehold on the Confederate Army, led by General John C. Pemberton. Life under siege was grueling for both soldiers and civilians. Food shortages became dire, forcing residents and troops to resort to eating mules, dogs, and even rats. Constant bombardment created a sense of perpetual fear and uncertainty, making daily survival an arduous challenge for everyone trapped within the city. Major battles within the Vicksburg campaign included engagements at Champion Hill and Big Black River Bridge. These clashes were crucial in weakening Confederate defenses and paving the way for the eventual siege. Each battle demonstrated Grant's relentless pursuit of Vicksburg and the strategic importance he placed on capturing this key location. The surrender of Vicksburg on July 4, 1863, marked a turning point in the Civil War. Grant's terms were generous, allowing Confederate soldiers to return home if they pledged not to fight again. This victory significantly bolstered Union morale and disrupted Confederate control over the Mississippi River. Casualties and losses at Vicksburg were substantial on both sides. The prolonged siege resulted in numerous deaths from combat, disease, and starvation. For the Confederates, the loss of Vicksburg meant not only a significant number of troops, but also a critical blow to their strategic position in the war. The aftermath of Vicksburg saw the Confederacy split in two, severing vital supply lines and demoralizing Southern forces. The Union gained control of the Mississippi River, bolstering Northern morale. Vicksburg's fall marked a significant turning point, showcasing Ulysses S. Grant's strategic prowess and cementing his reputation as a formidable military leader. The significance of Vicksburg in the Civil War cannot be overstated. Its capture gave the Union complete control of the Mississippi River, effectively cutting off Confederate states west of the river. This victory disrupted Southern logistics and communications, weakening their war effort and contributing to the eventual Union triumph. Comparing Gettysburg and Vicksburg reveals key similarities, such as their status as turning points and their influence on morale and strategy. Both battles showcase the importance of leadership, with generals making critical decisions that shaped outcomes. Each victory bolstered Northern resolve and weakened Confederate capabilities, steering the war's direction. Contrasting Gettysburg and Vicksburg highlights their differences in geography and tactics. Gettysburg was a three-day clash in Pennsylvania's rolling hills, while Vicksburg was a prolonged siege in Mississippi's riverfront terrain. The battles featured distinct strategies. Gettysburg involved direct confrontations, whereas Vicksburg relied on encirclement and attrition. Gettysburg's strategic impact on the Union was profound. The victory halted Robert E. Lee's invasion of the North, preserving Northern territory and boosting Union morale. It marked the beginning of the end for the Confederacy, as Union forces gained momentum and confidence, leading to subsequent successes in the war effort. The capture of Vicksburg gave the Union control over the Mississippi River, effectively splitting the Confederacy in two. This strategic victory disrupted Confederate supply lines and communication, weakening their war effort. It also bolstered Union morale and strengthened Ulysses S. Grant's reputation, paving the way for his eventual appointment as General-in-Chief. The Confederate defeat at Gettysburg ended General Robert E. Lee's second invasion of the North. It marked a turning point by halting Confederate momentum and diminishing their capacity for large-scale offensives. This shift in dynamics empowered the Union forces, boosting their morale and solidifying their strategic position in the war. Leadership proved decisive in both battles, with Union Generals Meade and Grant exhibiting tactical brilliance. Their ability to adapt and execute effective strategies contrasted sharply with Confederate leadership, which faced significant challenges. Lee's risky decisions at Gettysburg and Pemberton's inability to break the Union siege at Vicksburg contributed to the Confederate setbacks. The terrain and geography played crucial roles in the outcomes of Gettysburg and Vicksburg. Gettysburg's hilly landscape provided strategic vantage points, while Vicksburg's fortifications and the Mississippi River created significant defensive advantages. Understanding and leveraging these geographical features were essential for the Union's success in both battles. Public and political reactions to Gettysburg were immediate and profound, with President Lincoln's Gettysburg Address redefining the war's purpose. Vicksburg's fall on July 4th resonated deeply, symbolizing Union perseverance. These victories shifted public opinion and political momentum in favor of the Union, strengthening support for the war effort and the administration. The Battle of Gettysburg profoundly influenced public opinion in the North. Citizens celebrated the Union victory, seeing it as a turning point in the war. Political leaders used the triumph to bolster support for the war effort, emphasizing the importance of perseverance and unity in achieving ultimate victory over the Confederacy. Vicksburg's fall was met with jubilation in the Union and despair in the Confederacy. The North recognized the strategic significance of gaining control over the Mississippi River. Politically, it strengthened President Lincoln's position, reinforcing the belief that the Union could and would prevail in the conflict. Gettysburg left an indelible mark on the Civil War's trajectory. The Union's victory curtailed Confederate momentum, and Lee's retreat was a significant blow to Southern morale. The battle underscored the importance of effective leadership and strategic planning, shaping future military engagements and the broader course of the war. The Siege of Vicksburg's success had far-reaching consequences, isolating the Confederacy and splitting its territory. The Union's control over the Mississippi River disrupted Confederate supply lines. This victory demonstrated the effectiveness of Grant's tactics, contributing to his rise as a prominent Union commander and shaping military strategies. Personal stories from Gettysburg reveal the human cost and bravery displayed during the conflict. Soldiers' letters and diaries offer poignant insights into their experiences, highlighting acts of heroism and the grim realities of war. These narratives provide a deeper understanding of the battle's impact on individuals and their enduring legacy. The stories of soldiers from Vicksburg reveal the human side of war. Tales of bravery and perseverance highlight the struggles faced by both Union and Confederate troops. Personal accounts of hunger, disease, and relentless bombardment paint a vivid picture of life under siege, making their sacrifices deeply poignant and unforgettable. The legacy of Vicksburg in American history is profound. The Union's victory there is often seen as a turning point in the Civil War. It split the Confederacy and gave the Union control of the Mississippi River, altering the course of the conflict and setting the stage for ultimate victory. The combined impact of Gettysburg and Vicksburg was monumental. These twin victories in July 1863 marked a significant shift in momentum for the Union. They crippled Confederate resources and morale, paving the way for future Union successes and eventually leading to the preservation of the United States as one nation. Reflecting on Gettysburg and Vicksburg, we see valuable lessons. They underscore the importance of strategic planning, leadership, and resilience. These battles remind us of the costs of war and the enduring spirit of those who fight. Their stories continue to inspire and educate future generations about the complexities of conflict. Final thoughts on these turning points highlight their lasting significance. Gettysburg and Vicksburg are more than historical events. They are symbols of determination and sacrifice. Their lessons resonate today, emphasizing unity, courage, and the enduring quest for freedom. These battles shaped not only the Civil War, but also the nation's character.